Give me a second. We're back. We're back. We had a little bit of a freeze with the internet. I just want to give you a moment because I have 10 questions that you really want to write down and start answering. I'd love to hear your answers too on the comment section. I love to read. I read everything afterwards. Any questions that you have. I do want to say that if you're really struggling with this, please do send me a private message. I'd love to chat with you, maybe schedule a free coaching call to see what your needs are and plan out some strategy for you moving forward so that you can actually solve the issue, live powerfully aligned and on purpose, free of anxiety, not depressed. We just had a little bit of a technical glitch. So I want to share with you the 10 questions that you're wise to ask. Give me a little heads up to let me know if you're on, if you're available, if you can see what's going down. So 10 questions. Are you ready? Number one, I got them written down over here. First and foremost, I want you to really get and believe that you have a mission and a purpose, and just start playfully seeking it out. Okay, be a little bit more playful with it. So the first thing that you want to do that was very helpful, this is going to take a little time. This is what I get, my clients to do when they're stuck on a certain thing. It's tough to. I wonder if Jiyoung Kim is still there, because I want you to hold me to answering your question about resistance, about all this. Number one, I want you to document your life until today. What have you accomplished? Amanda and I went through this exercise, and amazing stuff came up when I saw hers. It was all about being on stage, performing, acting. For me, it was all about the stage. For me, it was all about performing. For me, it was all about transformation and healing, all of the happiest moments. So what were your happiest moments and why? Okay. And would you love to have those feelings again? So go ahead and write that down. So for me, it's all about speaking and performances. So that's why when I'm doing this, it's a form of a performance. It's geared towards service, of course, but what I get out of this, I'm not getting paid for this. What I get out of this is that concept of the performance, which is one of my highest values. So that's why I love speaking. That's why when I go out and speak, I'll throw in a rap song, or I was part of a salsa performing troupe, or I was in plays or theater, because I'm just this performer at heart. I've just managed to channel it, and I also love healing and transformation. So I've basically got all of the values together, and I've aligned my life with all of the things, combining everything that I love and doing it because I asked the question, what were my happiest moments and why? Number two, what are the list of adjectives you'd like others to describe you as and why? So for me, I wanted people to say inspiring, life-changing, funny, entertaining, a good friend, a brother, a healer. So those are the adjectives. Because those are the adjectives, that gives me an idea of what my mission and purpose is. And I've aligned my life so that I get to experience that. Because life's empty and meaningless, right? So I created a meaning out of nothing based on my past stories. By the way, your purpose comes based on your past traumas, dramas, stories. You can actually take them and use them as an expression of how to make your life more complete. My life gets complete when I complete all of those pains, the fear of not having enough attention because I'm a twin. That story makes my purpose more meaningful because I'm completing something from my past by doing that. So what are the list of adjectives you like others to describe you as and why? Number three, here's what you want to do. This is a good one. You want to ask your friends to tell you what you're awesome at. Hands down. What are you awesome at? Hands down. I already know what that is. I ask my friends. They tell me the feedback. I'm really good at giving people different perspectives. My friends who are in a tough situation, they call me when they want a different perspective, or when they need a pick-me-up, or when they need a laugh. So I know that that's part of my mission, and my purpose is the upliftment and healing and transformation of other people. Number four, what would you like to be said at your eulogy? One of the greatest things that we can do is to constantly remind ourselves that we're going to die. And all of this stuff that you're doing, all of these fears that you have about taking action, getting mentorship, getting help so that you can produce and create strategically with the right feedback with velocity, all of this sitting on yourself and not taking action comes with the forgetfulness that you're going to die very soon. And the remembrance of our mortality is the greatest gift that we can do because it actually forces us into action. It's beautiful. So number 5, you put a picture of yourself on the cover of your favorite magazine. What would you like it to say on the caption and why? For me, I would love to be on Fit Entrepreneur. So my action steps and my daily life vision and the actions that I take is congruent with that in mind. Number 6, if you could be a guest or a host on your favorite TV show, which one would it be and why? And what would you talk about? Well, for me, I'd be the host of Saturday Night Live. That would be the ultimate vision and dream because I get to do acting. I could probably do a little rap. I could, be funny, and I would have the skits have some sort of a meaning, some sort of a transformative, humorous type of message. So that's my ideal. Number 7, who are the 10 people that you admire the most and why? Find out what they do, and that's a little sign of what your mission and purpose is. Okay? Write a list of 100 things that you enjoy doing or would like to incorporate more of in your life. I love to travel. I love to surround myself with good friends. I love to have incredibly deep, meaningful conversations. I love family. I love romance. All of those things. So what I do is intimacy, I put those things strategically into my life. Number 9, what upsets you? This is the key. What upsets you most about the world? And do you have any ideas on how to make it better? One of the things that what upsets you most about the world, and do you have any ideas on how to make it better? One of the things that pisses me off is how we deal and label mental disorders. We have a laundry list of all sorts of conditions, health problems, and there's a pill for each and every one of them, and never do we learn how to get ourselves into alignment. I mean, research shows that if you're not connected to a purpose and you don't create meaning out of that, and you don't work and actively work towards getting that and achieving that, you are actually going to die faster. But that's never talked about when somebody is ill, somebody has a chronic illness. They never say, what's going on in your life? Are you connected to your mission and purpose? Do you have resentments and regrets that are blocking you from being able to see it? So it's really important for you to know what pisses you off. That pisses me off. It pisses me off that people don't really get connected to why they're sick in the first place. They just get labeled or they get diagnosed and they're not taking action. They need a kick in the pants. They don't need a pill. Pills don't teach skills. So I love teaching skills on mental optimization and at purpose, connecting to a purpose. When I work with every client, the first thing we do is to get you connected to a mission and purpose, soul purpose statement that you can get really inspired by so that you know why you're waking up every morning. Without that, life sucks. And I wanted to end my life when I thought I lost my purpose. When I discovered that it's made up and I can make it exactly the way I want, and it's wise to do it according to my values, because if you don't set goals according to your mission and purpose and your values, then you won't be walking your talk. And number 10, what have you always wanted to do or experience? So those are the 10 questions that if you were, hopefully you can rewind and play back and check it out. If you answer those questions and really ponder upon those, if you're stuck answering those questions, number one, and then taking action towards putting those things into your day, things start to unfold. It's not, and we all really, a lot of times my clients, when they ask me, they get stuck on the finances. Just be aware that you might not make a shit ton of money doing your purpose right away. And that takes time. It takes effort. It takes years of diligent work and patience, which is a character trait I'm working towards developing. And I was just like, let's do it. Let's do it. It's got to happen now. It happens as a result of suffering, transcendence, getting mentorship, observing other people, saying, I like that, taking action, going, whoa, that didn't fit, that didn't work for me, and refining and refining and refining and refining. But the key is taking action. If you're in a place right now and you're feeling stuck, shoot me a private message. Say, hey, Nima, I'm stuck. And let's continue the conversation. Continue it on this thread. There was a question regarding resistance. I know what my purpose is. I have resistance. I'm just not taking the action steps. I'm procrastinating. How do I resolve this? Well, number one, first and foremost, consider that you might not be putting action steps that are truly inspiring to you. Or number two, here's the most probable one, is that you don't have a mentor. You don't have accountability, and you don't have skin in the game. You need three things: a mentor, you need accountability, and you need skin in the game. In other words, you need to suffer. So today, I'll check this out. I've been pretending to work out diligently every day for a little bit. And you know what? I'll do 50 burpees and then I'll say, oh, that's a workout. But who I am working towards becoming, 50 burpees a day isn't sufficient. That's just kind of like getting started. Okay? Or that's just kind of like a rest day. Who I would love to become, if I want to be that person who is on the cover of Fit Entrepreneur magazine, would have to do a lot more than that. So I pretended to do workouts. It just didn't work. I today enrolled. See, I have a free gym at home. It's free. I don't have to pay anything. I just go down there, do my curls. But guess what? I go there for 20 minutes, half an hour. And when it gets really painful, I stop. I'm like, oh, this is too hard. It's too painful. Because it's free. So today I did my first CrossFit. I said, screw this. I'm taking action. And took action. I got coaching and mentor. There's a group of coaches there. And we sometimes team up in pairs. And I put skin in the game. So I bought a package of 20 sessions, or, because I travel a lot, I didn't do the monthly thing. And so I spent $300 today, $350 for something that's absolutely free. Now, why the hell would I do that? Money doesn't grow on trees. Why would I do that? It's because I got that if I want to reach that goal, if I want to become who I want to become, then it's up to me to have a mentor and to have skin in the game and have accountability. And you know what happened today in my workout? We did this 40-minute grinder. It was exhausting. And I remember because I was working in a team with my buddy Chris. And I remember telling him halfway through, I said, if I was here alone, I would have given up about 15 minutes ago. And it just goes to show I paid, I have skin in the game, I took action. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't pay. Now, I made that payment. So now I'm going to work my ass off to make sure that I get those results. Because guess what? No one's here to rescue you. It's up to you to do the work. So I want you to think of who it is that you would love to become. And I want you to understand that the person you are today, right now, wouldn't be able to accomplish that. And to get to that stage, you need two things. You need strategic feedback and you need strategic creation. You need strategic creation to get to that place, but you need strategic feedback. Somebody that you trust who has the greatest version of you in mind, who's going to kick your ass into completing a mission and vision statement, to answering those questions. Show it to me, email it to me by tomorrow. By when, so that you're in action. That's how anything gets done, is if you have somebody that you've entrusted to push you into the highest and greatest version of yourself. So if you're sitting on yourself, Jiyoung Kim, it's because you haven't kicked your ass, and you can't kick your own ass because you can't really coach yourself the way somebody who cares about whose opinion you care about, who cares about the highest version of you, who, by the way, has to be that has to be their mission and purpose to be able to do that, to see the highest version of you. So let me know, does that resonate? Any comments? Share with me. Does that resonate? It is my highest value and my purpose to share this with you. And it's my purpose to keep answering your questions and make sure that you get, and to serve you in that way. And so that's my purpose. Teaching is my purpose. So if there's anything that I can help you with, or there's something going on, send me a private message right now. Say, I'm stuck. And let's start the conversation. Let's see where you want to be. Let's identify what the values are, what you'd love to be doing, so that you can then start to take action and see if this is the right fit. I'd love to see if this is something that would benefit. Send me a private message and let's continue the conversation. Hopefully this has been useful for you. Let me know if it has. And I promise to continue delivering answers to any questions that you have. Send them my way. And welcome to the new members. You're part of a group that the community right now that is really working to expand themselves, to get themselves through the transition that they're going through with power, with freedom, with full self-expression. I'm here to help coach and mentor those of you who are ready to take action and to not play victim anymore. And I'm grateful to be part of your journey, and thanks for joining tonight. See you at the next perfect time. Booyaka.